I'll just use my own project as an example, the feature film that I shot and directed. But that film had 24 hours worth of footage filmed in 1,362 clips. I have 674 different audio tracks. I have drone footage. I have DSLR footage. Then, of course, I have the proxy footage out of the camera, the proxy footage for the editing system, and the working footage that I got from the RAW, meaning 4 in total. That is a tremendous amount of data to keep track of and to be able to make searchable. So the lesson today is about how to do really good notes on production, what kind of notes you need to be writing down, and why it's that important. So thank you for watching. I'm Michael Bruner of Brogan Video. If you are on a fully staffed shoot, you're probably going to have a script supervisor. And that script supervisor will be creating shot notes for you. But if you don't, then I highly recommend that you keep a copy of the storyboard or the script on hand, and when important things happen, you create your own shot notes. Shot notes don't have to be all that complicated. It can be quite as simple as just putting an X through the shot when you got it. Or it can be listing all the different takes, maybe putting a little star next to the ones that you think really need to be looked at by the editor because they're interesting, had something surprising in it, or just your preferred take. Many times you want to do this not because you just need to point out the good take, but you need to list things that are going to be important later, such as remember to get rid of this background element. Remember to not use this audio element. Remember to include this as a background element. Anything you can think of. If you had to shoot it backwards or upside down, or if you shot it at a high frame rate, but the camera doesn't automatically adjust for that, write all those things down. As obvious as you have to be. Because if you're not the one editing it, you are really going to need to make sure that this is crystal clear. While you're filming, you're also going to want to do overall scene notes. The scene notes, I think, are to remind you of what happened on the set. If somebody shows up and was particularly tired and you told them, okay, we're going to change this up to where you're just doing a little bit more of a sleepy performance rather than being peppy, and you maybe change a few moments of the script, write all that down so that everyone understands why the script has these adjustments to them. If there's anything else, if you had to add extra shots, if you had to adjust to a different place, if you had to do something separate with, if you had to do something crazy with the audio in order to get it to work, write all those things down. It's like shot notes, but it's much more overarching for the entire scene. If you're just filming a one scene short film, well, those are just general production notes. But when you're doing something like mine that has 65 scenes to it, there's a lot that you need to remember. And the beautiful part is, sometimes you can say, oh no, there was a giant generator that was going off and it was so loud, but when you listen to the audio, oh, these microphones are the best, I'm not hearing it at all. But you're happy that you wrote it down. You always want to write down character, costume, and prop notes. That is tremendously easier now because we all have cell phones. You basically take a picture of your actors in every scene. Take pictures of them as they are posed in every scene, so that if you ever need to go back and pick up a shot, if you ever need to refer back to something, you can very easily just pull out your phone and, oh, Yeah. You were wearing the red and you look like this and you had your head back, and it is invaluable. And it's so much easier with just the little cell phone cameras. Just take pictures of everything. If for nothing else, they make really fun behind the scenes photos. Something to share afterwards. Lastly, you want to be creating post-production notes. Many of the notes that I've talked about sound like post-production notes, which take is the best one, changes to the script, and they are. But post-production notes, I think, are far more general than that. Because when you're in a production, a lot of ideas will come to you. And while you're thinking about changes in dialogue, exactly how to frame with the camera, you'll start thinking, I wonder what this film would look like if I made it black and white. Oh, I wonder if we added this to the end. Just those little details, or I wonder what the color treatment would be like in here. Write all of those down, because when you get to post-production and then you're getting headaches about how to make this scene work, how to do this, if you get those exciting notes of, oh, I could do this, why don't we try that? That's where it gets really fun, where you're just following the instinct. And if you write all those down, you will have so many ideas to play with, and you'll be much happier for it. Lastly, and I think the most important, at the end of every day of production, write a thank you note to anyone that is exiting the production and anyone that has offered you anything that you're using. If you are using a location, write them a thank you note. If someone is excused from the set, they're not going to be filming anymore, write them a thank you note. Tell them that you appreciate their work and their effort. Let them know that you appreciate them and you have gratitude for what they've done. It's essential to get people to want to work with you, and it's just the right thing to do. Thank you for watching. I'm Michael Bruner of Brogan Video. Remember, at its best, video is a tool for genuine communication between people, as it should be. So, get out there and share your heart.